welcome you all in this course Fundamental of Engineering Physics. I am Dr. Ronika Parmar and I am going to take this lecture on Zener diode. So here we will cover these topics. First I will give the introduction, then we will discuss the working principle of Zener diode, followed by the specification and VI characteristics. Further, we will see its applications. So, Zener diode is a heavily doped PN junction diode that works in reverse bias condition, and it is called as Zener diode. It is a specific diode that works in reverse bias condition. It allows the current to flow in both forward and backward directions. Zener diode is named against the scientist who first described about the electrical properties of this diode. His name was Clarence Melvin Zener. He worked at Bell Laboratories. Zener diode or Zener effect, it occurs at the reverse bias condition. In this condition, when the electric field increases to a higher value, it enables tunneling of electrons from valence band to conduction band of a semiconductor, which suddenly increases the reverse current. Zener diode is a heavily doped diode. Depletion layer will be thin and consequently the breakdown junction will occur at a lower value. See, Zener diode is a heavily doped diode, so the depletion layer which will be formed will have very less width. Hence, the breakdown voltage will occur at low values of the voltage. So, here we have to understand this is the basic difference between the Zener diode and the regular diode. A lightly doped diode has higher breakdown voltage. The normal PN junction diode have higher breakdown voltage in comparison to Zener diode. This is the symbol for Zener diode. Here you can see there are two terminals. Positive terminal is anode and the negative terminal is cathode. We can see the symbol as well as how the diode physically looks to us when we have it on our hand. So, upper one is the symbol and second one is the picture of the diode. Now, let us discuss about the working principle of Zener diode. It means that forward bias allows current to flow and reverse bias blocks the current from flowing. If reverse bias voltage is less than the breakdown voltage, or if it is forward biased, then it acts as an ordinary diode. And if the voltage surpasses the breakdown point in reverse bias, and the diode falls in the Zener region, when it gets conducted without getting damaged. Here what I want to explain is the Zener diode surpasses the breakdown voltage in the reverse bias condition, but the device is not damaged because of the avalanche breakdown. Now we have to understand that Zener diode works on the reverse bias condition by surpassing the reverse bias voltage without getting damaged. Current in this region is known as avalanche current for a normal diode, But for the case of Zener diode, it is known as Zener current. When the voltage decreases in the circuit, the diode maintains its non-conducting condition and get back into its natural properties. This specific property of the Zener diode of being functional in the reverse bias is given by the high doping of the semiconductor material present in it. By controlling the amount of doping of the semiconductor material, and by doing this, the thickness of the depletion region in the PN junction and the breakdown voltage can be set to any value according to the need of appliance. Specifications of Zener diode. Now we are going to discuss about the specifications of Zener diode. Zener diode has a Zener breakdown voltage. It is also known as Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. The Zener or the breakdown voltage varies from 2.4 volts to 200 volts. Sometimes it can go up to 1 kilovolt, while its maximum value for the surface mount diode or the surface mount device is only 47 volts. So here we can see that the variation is from 2.4 volts to 1 kilovolt. Let's discuss its power rating. Power rating indicates the maximum power that a diode can disperse, which is given by the product of the voltage of the diode and the current flowing through it. So, it is the multiplication of voltage of the diode to the current flowing through it. So, if we multiply the voltage and the current, we can get the power rating. Let's discuss about the maximum current. It is the maximum current reading at the rated Zener voltage, which is Vz. The range of this current varies from 200 microampere to 200 ampere. We can see it has a wide variation or a wide band of 200 microampere to 200 ampere. So we can say that it can be used in large amount of applications. Let's discuss the voltage tolerance of this device. The voltage tolerance is typically in the range of plus minus 5%. Let me explain with an example. So, if the voltage tolerance is, let's say, 100 volts, when I say, let me explain with an example. Let's say the voltage of the device is 100 volt. Now it has plus minus 5% tolerance. So it means that the variation can be from 95 volts to 105 volts. It will typically depend upon the device. Let us discuss about the minimum current in the device. So, it is the minimum value of the current reading required for the device to break down. So, Iz minimum means the so Iz minimum is the lowest value before the device goes in the breakdown situation. Let's discuss about the thermal stability of the device. So it has been in the best stability around 5 volts. Zener resistance, it is represented as Rz. It is the resistance that the Zener diode shows. This is the VI characteristics of Zener diode. Here you can see that current is in the y-axis and voltage is in the x-axis. The first quadrant represents forward bias condition. Here you can see that the current and voltage both are having positive values. The forward characteristics of a Zener diode is very similar to the PN junction diode or a regular PN junction diode. The variation occurs at the third quadrant. Here you can see that the voltage is in the negative condition. Here the voltage we have applied is in the reverse biased condition. That is, the negative terminal is provided with a positive voltage and the positive terminal is applied with a negative voltage. So we can see there is a Zener breakdown voltage and there is one avalanche breakdown voltage. In the case of an avalanche breakdown, the device gets damaged. There is a large amount of current flowing in the device, causing a permanent damage in the device. And we can also see there is a Zener breakdown condition. So every diode will have separate rating for avalanche breakdown and Zener breakdown. It will depend upon the doping of the device. So here we can see that when the negative voltage is provided to the device or the device is in the reverse bias condition, there is a very small current flowing in the device. It will be in the range of very small values like microamperes. Then there will be a sudden increase in the current. This sudden increase occurs when device goes in the breakdown region. So when device faces Zener breakdown region, the current increases rapidly and the voltage remains same, or there will be very minute variation in the voltage. But if we keep on increasing the reverse bias voltage, device will go to the avalanche breakdown condition. Here there will be a rapid increase in the current and device will be damaged permanently. So the VI characteristics of a Zener diode are divided into two parts, which are mentioned as follows. So first is the forward characteristics. It is the first quadrant of the graph depicts the forward characteristics of a Zener diode, and from which we can understand that it is almost similar to the forward characteristics of an normal PN junction diode. When device goes in the reverse condition, we have a reverse voltage and it is applied to the Zener diode. A small reverse saturation current I0 flows across the whole diode. This current is present due to thermally generated minority carriers present in the diode. As the reverse voltage starts to increase, a certain value of reverse voltage and the reverse current also starts to increase drastically and sharply. Now, as discussed, there are two types of breakdown that occur in the Zener diode. So, the first one is avalanche breakdown and the second one is Zener breakdown. This breakdown will always occur in the reverse bias condition. Avalanche breakdown. The phenomenon of avalanche breakdown occurs in both diodes, Zener diode and the regular diode. This occurs at high reverse voltage. For a high value of reverse voltage, the free electron in the p-n junction diode gains energy and acquires high velocity. These high velocity electrons collide with other atoms and knock the electrons from the atoms. So, what happens when we apply a high reverse voltage? This will cause the electrons to be attracted. Hence, the electrons will have very high velocity, and when a high velocity electron collides with the atom, it knocks more electron from the atom and this process continues. Hence, a large amount of current flows in the circuit. This causes avalanche breakdown in the device and the device is damaged permanently. This collisions continues and new electrons are available for conducting the current. Thus, the current increases rapidly in the diode. This phenomena of a sudden increase in the current is known as avalanche breakdown. The avalanche breakdown damages the devices permanently, whereas Zener diode is a specific diode that is made to operate in a reverse voltage area. Zener breakdown happens in heavily doped p-n junction diode. In these diodes, if the reverse bias voltage reach closer to Zener diode, the electric field gets stronger and is sufficient enough to pull electrons from the valence band. These electrons then gain energy from the electric field and break free from the atom. Thus, these diodes in Zener breakdown region, a slight increase in the voltage causes a sudden increase in the current. Let's discuss the difference between avalanche breakdown and Zener breakdown. So, avalanche breakdown occurs when the high voltage increases the free electron in the semiconductor and a sudden increase in the current is seen. Zener breakdown happens when electrons from the valence band gain energy and reaches the conduction band, which then conducts electricity. Avalanche breakdown is seen in the diodes having breakdown voltage greater than 8 volts. Zener breakdown is seen in the diodes having breakdown voltage in the range of 5 to 8 volts. Avalanche breakdown is observed in the diodes that are lightly doped. In contrast, Zener breakdown happens in a heavily doped diodes. In avalanche breakdown, the VI characteristics or the current voltage characteristics is not as sharp as the VI characteristics of Zener diode. For avalanche breakdown, increase in temperature increases the breakdown voltage. For Zener breakdown, increase in temperature decreases the breakdown voltage. Now let's discuss the difference between PN junction diode and Zener diode. A Zener diode allows the current to flow in both the direction. Means current can flow forward as well as reverse direction. In contrast, PN junction allows the current to pass only in a single direction, which is the forward bias condition. Let's discuss about the doping of these diodes. Zener diodes are heavily doped, while PN junction diodes are lightly doped. A reverse current has no effect on the Zener diode, while a reverse current affects on PN junction diode by damaging its junction. Breakdown voltage at lower values in the case of Zener diode, while breakdown voltage occur at higher values of the voltage in the PN junction diode. Now let's discuss about the applications of Zener diode. Zener diode as voltage regulator. Voltage regulators are the areas where Zener diode is used. Zener diode is used as a shunt voltage regulator for regulating voltage across small load. Zener diode is connected in parallel to the load to make it reverse bias. And once the Zener diode exceeds the voltage or the breakdown voltage, the voltage across the load will remain constant. The breakdown voltage of Zener diode will be constant for a wide range of current. Zener diode is used in over voltage protection. When the input voltage is higher than the Zener diode or the Zener breakdown voltage, the voltage across the resistor drops, resulting in a short circuit, and this can be avoided by using Zener diode. Zener diode are also used in clipping circuits. Zener diode is used by modifying AC waveform clipping circuits by limiting the parts of either one or both the half cycle of the AC waveform. Let's discuss the main application of the Zener diode. Zener diodes are used in voltage regulators. A voltage regulator is a device that regulates the voltage level. It essentially steps down the input voltage to the desired level and keep it at the same level during the supply. It ensures that even when a load is applied, the voltage does not drop. Voltage regulator is used for two main reasons, and they are to vary or regulate the output voltage, and the second is to keep the output voltage constant at the desired value in spite of variation in supply voltage. Voltage regulators are used in computers, power generators, attenuators to control the output of the plant. So, here we can see that how a Zener diode is applicated as a voltage regulator. Zener diode can be used as a voltage regulator to provide a constant value from a source whose voltage may vary over significant range. The circuit arrangement is shown in the following figure. Here we can see that there is a Zener diode in parallel to the load resistance. The voltage across the Zener diode is represented as Vz and the resistance is represented as RL. R here represents the biasing resistance. Now, let's suppose a heavy amount of current comes across the resistance R. So, here what will happen is the maximum current would flow through the Zener diode as it provides the lowest resistance path, and the voltage across the Zener diode will remain constant as it is in the reverse bias condition. So, as we all know, the voltage remains constant in the parallel circuit condition. So, the voltage across the Zener diode will be equal to the voltage across the resistance RL or the load resistance. Hence, the voltage E naught or the potential difference E naught will remain constant even on there is a heavy flow or a fluctuation in the current or voltage. The Zener diode of Zener voltage Vz is reverse connected across the load RL, across which constant output is desired. The series resistance R absorbs the output voltage fluctuation so as to maintain constant voltage across the load. It may be noted that Zener diode will maintain a constant voltage Vz across the load which is equal to the voltage E naught. So, it will remain as long as the input voltage does not fall below Vz. When the circuit is properly designed, the load voltage E naught remains essentially constant, equal to Vz, even though the input voltage Ei and the load resistance RL may vary over a wide range. Suppose input voltage increases. Since the Zener diode is in the breakdown region, the Zener diode is equivalent to the battery Vz as shown in the figure. So, here we can see Zener diode is equivalent to the battery Vz. The output voltage remains constant at Vz. The excess voltage is dropped across the resistance. This will cause an increase in the value of total current I. The Zener will conduct the increase of current I while the load current remains constant. Hence, output voltage E0 remains constant irrespective of the change in the input voltage EI. Now, if the input voltage is constant but the load RL decreases, this will cause an increase in load current. Extra current cannot come from the source but drops in R. Hence, the source current will not change as the zener is within its regulating range. The additional load current will come from a decrease in zener current. Consequently, output voltage stays at constant value. The voltage drop across the resistance R will be equal to EI minus E0. Current through R will be equal to IZ plus IL. On applying the Ohm's law, we can conclude that R is equal to EI minus E0 upon IZ plus IL. So, in this lecture, we have discussed about the introduction of the Zener diode. Then we have seen the working area of the Zener diode. Furthermore, we have seen the specifications of the Zener diode, followed by the VI characteristics. We have seen the types of breakdown in the Zener diode. Then we have seen the application of the Zener diode. I thank you all for your patience listening.